guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. It's still June, it's still cold, I'm still in my favourite jumper, and I still sound like I've got a cold. We're here for day 10, and I was thinking that I've probably sounded, well, I've at least complained, but maybe sounded quite coldy for the majority of this, and you might be going, oh my god, how unhealthy is this person? I've got Crohn's, and so I'm on immunosuppressants, so it's pretty common for me to basically catch or pick up any little niggly thing that comes around. I'm lucky in the sense that I don't seem to get super sick when it happens, but just kind of this constant crappy immune system response. So if my kid has a sniffle, I'm going to get the sniffle. And that's kind of what happens. When I got COVID, definitely got COVID bad, and I was heavily pregnant, so that wasn't fun. But just these kind of run-of-the-mill, so to speak, colds, yeah, I'm lucky because I know some people with Crohn's and on immunosuppressants, the common cold can turn into things like pneumonia and stuff, and I'm really, really lucky that I'm not in that camp. Definitely just need to, look after myself as best I can, blah, 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 but that's probably why it sounds like it's not quitting. It's if there's something floating around, I'm just going to catch it. So we're back. I'm just smelling my hands. I just put Vicks on, but we don't have any adult Vicks. I've just got baby Vicks, but it still smells really good. Wash my hands, obviously, because of this paper, but I can just smell it. It reminds me of my childhood. So let's jump in here. It's getting a little bit more manageable. Should I just go the one that's about to fall out? Let's do that. All right. So today, did I say at the beginning that it's day 10? It's day 10. Carpink cat guards in the courtyard. Okay, so this is the sample, but from what I understand, if you buy this ink as a bottle, at least on the Desk Bandit, it comes as the bottle of ink and then 2 additional bottles of shimmer that you can then create your own version of the ink. This is the base color. Super interesting, and definitely one I think I'd love to buy. I mean, I'm interested to see how it swatches. I know I'm going to love that. I've swatched it very briefly on a swatch card, but I purposely haven't gone back to look at any of them because out of sight, out of mind. This was another Mother's Day one. And I did it and I was like, don't look at them again so I can discover them here with you again, but I can just tell I'm going to love that. But depending on how it writes, I'm just super intrigued as to how that would be. Yeah, and then I guess it's not just that you could add a shimmer, but then the variations and how much shimmer. Is it a gold and a silver? A bottle of gold additive and then one of silver? And I don't think it's just this one. I don't think it's just cat guards in the courtyard. I think it's a few of them, but really, really interesting. So if I end up getting a bottle, I'll let you know. I just don't use shimmer tons, but the idea of kind of being able to create your own I find quite enticing. Oh my god, I love that ink. So I'm just trying to see. I can't see too much of my little outline here. I think that might be it. Just a small one today. So where do I want to write this? My other one's there. Let's go here. This for me fits into that dusky, muted, grungy world, which I just am such a fan of. Is it purple? Is it brown? Is it pink? There's hints of grey in there. I just think it's gorgeous. It felt really nice on the nib as well. Let's see what it looks like on a chunkier nib. Oh, love. I think, you know, with it, because it's a crappy dip pen, it's gonna... Did I spell guards wrong? I did. When was I talking about this? See, this is a thing, like I just switch letters sometimes, completely unaware. Like I know how to spell that. I reckon something's going on. That type of spelling mistake is the thing I often do. But then when I read, I'm not jumbling letters at all when I read. I don't know what it is. Anyway, this is, I'm going to call it a dusky, kind of dirty, pinky. Is it more pink than purple? I think it's more pink than purple. Maybe. And then I'm going to swatch and be like, no, it's definitely more purple. I'd love to compare it. Why don't we just do this? That's in the wrong book. That should be there. To the Warringal. Oh, quite similar, hey. Interesting. That looks redder. Like that almost looks grayer maybe a little bit. I don't want to bend these pages too much. Anyway, I think that is a gorgeous ink. I cannot wait to swatch it. So let's jump in and do that now. Can I put this here so you can see it? Yes. Does that work? All right. I mean, and that as a base color with some shimmer would be beautiful. Did I say that I just don't use shimmer a lot? I don't use shimmer a lot. The shimmers I feel more comfortable with, there's actually less of the particle. Those like super crazy ones, I just, yeah, they're not for me. You know, ones that are kind of constantly clogging, or like I want a shimmer ink that can be used in almost every pen, maybe not every pen, but I don't want to use just a shimmer ink that's like really, oh my God, really limiting. All right, let's just go with that. I really enjoyed Dominant Industries Autumn Forest. Like that's probably the shimmer I've had the most enjoyment with thus far. Too much ink. Oh, wow. Gorgeous. I'm going to stick with, I think that's definitely more of a pink undertone, but just beautiful, dusky, amazing. This color is just my happy place. What do you think? Would you go a gold shimmer or a silver shimmer with that? It definitely feels nice on that nib, I have to say. I think I wonder if a gold shimmer would almost make the ink itself look a bit too warm and take some of that like murkiness away from it. Like would it make the pinks look more reds and then it's really changing it, whereas would a silver kind of keep the, like, you know, the little greys and like the little bits of black halo? Would a silver help, like almost like would it be a slightly more balanced approach? Maybe. I'm going to have to think about my spacing for this page because I've done 3 lines. Oh well, that's future Sarah's problem. All in all, that ink is just stunning. That is a beautiful darkish pink, and look how legible it is, which for me is always a big tick, because what's the point of having a gorgeous ink if you can't actually see it when you write? In that writing sample, actually, let's bring up this one because there's no spelling mistake in it. There's like bits of black in there. It's not sheen. It's almost like a bit of like a halo around there, which is really awesome. What a gorgeous ink. Look, can you see? Yeah. So I'm seeing if we go from like out in, we're going pinks, but you can see some of the coolness under there. And then you're getting more of the little bits of purpley and then that black halo, and that you just know that when that dries, it's going to look incredible. I mean, if you just do a contrast, I don't know, I just love this world of ink more than something like this. But I mean, it all has its place, don't get me wrong, but something like that, just the nuance of it, I just think is spectacular. And if we do a close-up on here, you're not going to see too much because it is a smaller drawing and I messed that up. But again, I just love absolutely everything about that ink. So for today, day 10, and what an awesome start to a new page is Carpink cat guards in the courtyard. And have a look on the desk bandit if you can see that the bottle shimmer thing that I'm talking about. Really interesting. Or if you've tried it, let me know. I think it's pretty intriguing. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.